What if I told you that an autopsy could reveal the shocking downfall of an entire royal dynasty? In 1700, when doctors opened up Charles II of Spain, they discovered something so horrifying it explains centuries of royal madness. Madrid, Spain, late 17th century. Charles II ruled the Spanish Empire, the most powerful kingdom on earth. But this wasn't your typical monarch. Known as El Hechizado, or the Bewitched, Charles was the product of 2 centuries of Habsburg family inbreeding. His parents were uncle and niece. His grandparents were first cousins. His family tree looked more like a family wreath. Born in 1661, Charles couldn't walk until age 4 or speak clearly until age 8. His massive jaw jutted out so severely he couldn't chew food properly. Drool constantly poured from his mouth. His tongue was so large it barely fit inside his head. Courtiers whispered he was cursed by witches, but the reality was far worse. Charles suffered from constant seizures, digestive problems, and what doctors now recognize as severe intellectual disabilities. He married twice, but never produced an heir. His first wife described him as short, lame, epileptic, senile, and completely bald before 35. Palace physicians tried everything from exorcisms to feeding him crushed pearls. When Charles died childless at 38, his death triggered the War of Spanish Succession, but it was his autopsy that truly shocked the medical world. Dr. Geronimo de la Fuente Pierola led the examination and documented findings that seem almost impossible to believe. Charles's heart was the size of a peppercorn. His lungs were corroded beyond recognition. His intestines were putrid and gangrenous. Most shocking of all, his brain contained not 1 drop of blood and had shrunk to the size of a child's. The doctor wrote, "His body did not contain a single drop of blood. His heart was the size of a grain of pepper, his lungs corroded, his intestines rotten and gangrenous." Modern geneticists estimate Charles had an inbreeding coefficient higher than if his parents had been siblings. He carried genetic defects from both sides of his family tree, multiplied over generations. His autopsy revealed the physical cost of royal bloodline obsession. The Spanish Habsburg dynasty died with Charles, ending 200 years of rule. His grotesque medical condition became a cautionary tale about the dangers of genetic isolation. Today, Charles II's autopsy stands as one of history's most shocking examples of how power and tradition can literally destroy the human body from within. Sometimes the most powerful lesson comes from examining what remains when everything else falls apart.